Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now.
Afternoon peeps, good afternoon everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. Have you guys been watching the Club World Cup or me on the Club World Cup? It's been fun. It's been testing as well, I can't lie. It's been testing because I'm covering a lot of teams that I've never seen before. Like never seen before. Like the other day, I covered a J1 team. So that's a Japanese league. Urawa Red Diamonds. Urawa Red Diamonds. Never heard of them before. Never seen them before. And you can do as much research as you want, but ultimately, if you've never really watched them play, it's difficult. Today, my first game today is at 11 p.m. UK time. And that game is Esperance, a team in Tunisia, against LAFC. I know a bit about LAFC. Olivier Giroud plays for them. Hugo Lloris plays for them. So that's what I mean. It's quite difficult. But once we get down to the last 16, and I think it's just the big boys, then I will be a lot more comfortable. But again, it's been an experience. It's been fun. Yesterday was my second time doing live football in a studio. So I can be quite hard on myself, but ultimately, I guess it's minutes on the pitch, right? Air miles. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing loads more. Ade Gman, we recorded the pod today, this morning. It's going to be up tomorrow. We recorded it in a studio away from my house, just because my cameraman Nathaniel was busy. So that's the reason it's not up today, but it will be up tomorrow. All right, let's get into this and see what there is to talk about today. The Bam Rodriguez, Manny Pacquiao parallels aren't hard to see. Parallels aren't hard to see. I don't like the comparison. I think Bam's incredible. I actually did my list of the fighters I like to watch the most. I think I did it on my TikTok, I think. Follow me on TikTok, people, if you haven't already. And I said Bam's number one. I love watching Bam fight. But we have to be careful in making these comparisons, because what people then want Bam to do is try and go through the weight classes. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, Manny Pacquiao was just different, right? Different. And I still have my reservations and doubts as to how he did that, but that's a whole nother video. Bam's already had so much success, and his success shouldn't be hinged on the fact of, can he go through more weight classes? Like we're trying to force Inoue to do. When I think Inoue's already tapped out. There's, Inoue fighting Javante. Let Inoue go to 135. No. Let's give Inoue all the plaudits in the world for becoming a full-weight world champion. And if Bam wants to go up one more, which I think he's capable of, let's give him all the plaudits for doing that as well. Let's not force these guys to become 3, 4, 5-weight world champions. It's getting a bit silly. There are weight classes for a reason. The problem for Bam is that Bam's fighting on the same day, I think, as Manny Pacquiao, I believe. Yeah, both of them fighting July 19th. Wait, I think that's the case. 1 second. Pretty sure that is the case. And if that is, that's just unfortunate, isn't it? Because, I mean, he's going to want all eyeballs on him. Yeah, July 19th. July 19th's a busy bloody day. That's Daniel Dubois Usyk as well. So yeah, ultimately, Bam's probably not going to get the eyeballs on him that he deserves, needs, wants, because everyone's going to watch Manny Pacquiao, aren't they? I mean, let's be honest, everyone. As much as I critique the Manny Pacquiao fight, and I think it shouldn't happen, you're going to watch Manny Pacquiao. So that's a shame for Bam. He might be, I don't know if Bam's fighting on the East Coast. I guess not. I'm guessing he's fighting on the West Coast as well. So even the times are going to probably be the same, which isn't good, is it? It's never good, that. All right, what else is there? Did you see that photo? A lot of people are not happy. The photo of Terence Crawford, Canelo, and Turkey sitting down having dinner. And everyone's like, oh, this isn't it. This isn't the sell. They don't need to sell it, people. I think people have kind of got it twisted. This fight is going to do big numbers regardless. Some fights require there to be, and I said this, an antagonist, someone that's willing to play the heel. Some fights don't. Do I like to see them sitting down eating with each other? Absolutely not. No, I don't. I don't like it, and I'm with you guys on that. But I don't think this affects the sell. This doesn't affect just how good a fight this is going to be. Like, remove all that crap. Come September the 13th, when these guys are in the ring and the referee says go, they're going to fucking scrap. I mean, the record books tell us that's what they do. So don't get too upset with oh, Turkey isn't promoting this fight correctly. Like, why are they at the table with each other eating? Guys, these guys are breaking bread before they break each other's faces. That's basically what they're doing. I still think it's going to do incredible numbers on Netflix. I still think it's going to be an incredible fight because it's so close. Like, when this fight was first announced, it was all Canelo, or at least 70-30. Now, because of how Canelo looked against Skull, it's kind of swung, I think, in the favor of Crawford. Although people, I think, are very... have microwave memories. They've clearly forgot how Crawford looked against Madrimov. Didn't look good against a guy that was just slightly bigger. Canelo's a lot bigger. So I don't know how this is going to play out. But one thing I do know is I will be there. I will be there, either in a working capacity, which is the dream, fingers crossed, or just as a fan. I will be there 100%. All right, let's talk about DERECK Chisora versus Joseph Parker. I think it's Sky Sports that put something out yesterday that Joseph Parker will be allowed by the WBO, I think that's the belt that he's ranked #1 at, to fight DERECK Chisora for the third time. It's had an interesting reaction, that tweet. Some people, I'll say the majority, are like, what? Hell no. There's a few that are like, okay, I kind of fall into the, okay. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm certainly not for it, but I'm not mad at it either. I'm just like, all right. If you're Joseph Parker, you know what's messed things up a little bit here? Dillian Whyte fighting Moses Atama. That's what's messed things up here. Because Dillian Whyte, by the way, seems to be, weirdly, the guy that's got about 5 or 6 good options. Like, Dillian Whyte, no doubt, would have had a conversation about AJ. No doubt. He would have had a conversation about Joseph Parker. No doubt. He would have had a conversation about DERECK Chisora. And obviously, he's been offered good money to fight Moses Atama. Dillian Whyte, for someone that's done nothing in the last 2 years, is a man in demand. So Dillian Whyte's messed this up because I think it would have and it should have been Dillian Whyte versus Chisora for the 50th. I think that fight just made sense. It made sense. Those two have a history. Chisora and Parker have a history, but it's no animosity. It's not. They have a history because they fought. It's not more than that. Like Whyte and Chisora, it was almost... I mean, honestly, it was building up to something like Ben Eubank. It was. I'm talking fathers. So look, we're going to see it. I think it's going to happen. If you're Joseph Parker, you're probably weighing up the risk reward. And you're probably thinking at this stage of Chisora's career, although Chisora's actually kind of got a few good wins, probably weighing up the risk and thinking there's no risk and the reward is big because the Chisora fight over here, as you guys know, the Brits, it does do an arena. I don't think it's pay-per-view. In fact, it's not pay-per-view. I'm going to say it now. But it does do an arena. It's a fight people will turn up and see. And again, if you're Joseph Parker, at this stage of Chisora's career, you're probably thinking, I'll take it. I'll take it whilst I await to see what happens between Usyk and Dubois. So it's more than a stay busy fight, but you can put it in the stay busy category. You can. And if you're Chisora, I mean, for the 50th fight, it's a great fight. It's a great fight for you. I mean, look, he's beat you twice. You're seeking some sort of revenge. One of the fights were close. One of them, I remember Parker was just landing an uppercut for fun, and he nearly had Chisora out of there a few times. But for Chisora, it's probably the biggest name he can get. Like, realistic biggest name he can get. Like, I don't know, what would have been enough? Jarrell Miller, potentially, but I don't know what's going on with Jarrell Miller and Dimitri Salita. There was some talk about Francis Ngannou. That's gone away. Wilder talk's gone away. Dubois has obviously gone away. So for Chisora, this is a win. This is a pretty big fight. So look, I think it will happen. Again, if you are Parker and you go down the list of options that are put in front of you, I don't know, Frank Sanchez, you're like, do I really want to do Frank Sanchez? No, that's very risky. Jarrell Miller, no, pretty risky. Pacquiao, no. And Chisora makes more money, generates way more than all of those guys. So I can kind of see why Joseph Parker will be up for it. So it looks like that's going to happen. Which is, yeah. Again, for me, it's a fight that does an arena. Nowadays, a lot of things are chucked on pay-per-view. It won't be a pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure of it. I do wonder if it's a Riyadh season card or if it's just, I'll say or, like that's a down, or if it just goes to the O2 Arena or the AO Arena or whatever. I think it does one of those arenas. All right, anything else in there before we wrap up? Let's have a quick look. Hughie Fury set for whole return on June 28th. What a strange career. Huh? Is it? No? What a strange career. To think that he fought for a world title against Joseph Parker, I'm going to say a decade ago, maybe even longer. Like, what? It's just been a weird... He had that illness. Remember that illness? He was such a good fighter. Such a good fighter. And then he got matched in these fights where... You know what it is? He's had a career quite similar to Yard, you know, when you think about it, where he's fighting guys that he should beat, so he beats those. And every time he steps up where he's the underdog, he kind of loses. There's no, like, really good in-between. Like, he's fighting guys that are either outside the top 20 or at the time he's fighting guys that were top 10. And I'm like, 1 second, what's happened between 10 and 20? Like, why can't you fight those guys and see where you are? And nothing's happened, which is a bit strange. All right, guys, girls, very, very quick video, this one. Don't forget the newsletter. It's up and running. It's engaging. It's fun. It's interactive. The link is in the description. And I mentioned before, didn't I, that I have a TikTok. Check out my TikTok as well. I'll put up a little link here for you now. All right, we will see you later.
Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now.